Stay humble. Act like you already won. Written by Justice O. Malcolm. Introduction. Think about how much easier life would be if you could go about it, knowing that you've already accomplished all your heart's goals. Envision yourself radiating grace and humility, not because you're trying to do something, but because you've adopted the attitude of an achiever. Stay humble. Act like you already won. Looks into the life-changing potential of embracing humility, alongside a steadfast faith in your soon-to-be triumph. Have you ever observed how highly successful individuals exude an unusual combination of self-assurance and modesty? Their success was obvious to everyone around them, but they never felt the need to brag or prove themselves, since they had already internalized the winning mentality. If you want to know how to cultivate the kind of mindset that keeps you grounded while you chase your dreams and makes you seem like you've won, even when no one else can see it, this book is for you. We begin by exploring the concept of humility in the context of success. Humility is often misunderstood as self-doubt or passivity, but in reality, it's one of the most powerful traits you can cultivate. True humility comes from a deep-seated belief in your abilities and a recognition that your worth isn't tied to external validation. This book will help you understand how staying humble, even as you achieve your goals, can enhance your success and deepen your fulfillment. The first step in this journey is to internalize the mindset of someone who has already won. This isn't about faking it until you make it. It's about truly believing that your success is inevitable and acting accordingly. This book provides practical exercises to help you develop this mindset, allowing you to navigate challenges with confidence and grace. You'll learn how to maintain your focus on the bigger picture, even when faced with setbacks or obstacles. What follows is an exploration of humility's role as a tool for establishing genuine connections and sustaining success over the long haul. You can get away with a lack of pomp and circumstance if you pretend you've already won. Sharing your triumphs with others around you is a great way to boost their spirits and avoid taking the spotlight off of yourself. Reading this book will show you how to be humble while yet being confident, which will allow you to succeed without letting other people down and make a positive impact on their life. One of the key principles discussed is the importance of continuous learning and self-improvement. Acting like you've already won doesn't mean you stop growing. It means you recognize that true winners are always seeking to learn more, do better, and evolve. This book offers strategies for maintaining a humble mindset that keeps you open to new knowledge, feedback, and opportunities for growth. Did you know that humility can be your secret weapon to success? Yes, it's true. Acting like you've already won is not about boasting or being complacent, but about embracing a grounded perspective and a continuous learning mentality. In the journey of life, it's not just about the destination, but also how you travel. If you're curious about how to maintain your humility while relishing your achievements, let's unfold the steps together. Watch your life take a new turn as you learn to balance confidence with modesty. Let's explore this intriguing formula for a successful and fulfilling life. Please help support the channel by hitting the subscribe button and liking the video. Thanks for inspiring us to create more content for you. Chapter 1. The Essence of Humility in Winning. Unmask the power of humility in victory. It's there, waiting for you to grasp it. It's an unspoken rule of success, an uncharted territory for those who've won. But you're different. You're here because you want to understand, you want to learn, and you want to grow. You know that winning isn't just about crossing the finish line first. It's about the journey. It's not the trophy that makes you a winner. It's the unyielding spirit, the relentless determination, and the fierce courage. But there's something else, a secret ingredient in humility. Humility in victory isn't about downplaying your achievements. It's about acknowledging the effort of others. It's about understanding that you didn't get here alone. You've had mentors, supporters, and even rivals who pushed you to be better. Recognizing their contribution doesn't diminish your victory. It magnifies it. Humility also means staying teachable. It's about realizing that there's always room for improvement. There's always more to learn. Each victory is a stepping stone, not a final destination. Finally, humility and victory means staying grounded. It's about remembering where you came from, cherishing the struggles, the failures, and the lessons they taught you. It's about using your success to inspire, to motivate, and to make a difference. Chapter 2. Maintaining a grounded perspective. Picture yourself at the peak of success, the world at your fingertips. Yet, amid the triumph, it's vital to maintain a grounded perspective. Let's explore how you can achieve this balance. Success can be intoxicating, making you feel invincible. But don't let it cloud your judgment or skew your perspective. Remember, your achievements don't make you superior to others. They're a reflection of your hard work, resilience, and determination, but they don't define your worth as a person. You're not above anyone, you're simply on a different path. Stay humble by keeping a realistic view of yourself. Acknowledge your strengths, but also your weaknesses. Remember where you started and the obstacles you overcame. This journey you've undertaken wasn't always smooth sailing, was it? You faced challenges, made mistakes, learned and grown. These experiences have shaped you, but they don't elevate you above others. Everyone has their own journey, their own story. Engaging with the world from a place of superiority can lead to isolation and missed opportunities. Instead, approach others with empathy and respect. Listen to their stories. Learn from their experiences. This isn't a sign of weakness, but of strength. It shows you're secure enough in your success to value others' perspectives. Never forget, maintaining a grounded perspective isn't about downplaying your achievements. It's about understanding your place in the broader context. It's about staying true to who you are, regardless of your successes. And most importantly, it's about treating everyone you meet with the same respect and kindness, no matter where you stand in life. Chapter 3. Cultivating a thankful mindset. Embrace the power of gratitude in your life. It's a transformative force that nudges you towards humility, keeping you grounded even when you're at the pinnacle of success. It's a matter of adjusting your mental lens to focus on the positives and appreciate the small wins. When you're thankful, you're not just humble, you're happier, healthier, and more resilient. Cultivate a thankful mindset by starting each day with a moment of gratitude. Before you get swept up in the whirlwind of daily tasks, pause and think about something you're grateful for. It could be your family, your health, your job, or even your morning coffee. This simple act sets a positive tone for your day, making you more resilient to stress and negativity. Maintaining a gratitude journal is another effective way to foster a thankful mindset. Every night, jot down 5 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be monumental, everyday blessings count too. This practice not only helps you end the day on a positive note, but also trains your brain to seek out the good. Finally, express your gratitude openly. Thank the people who've helped you. Acknowledge the contributions of others, and let those around you know that you appreciate them. This not only bolsters your relationships, but also reinforces your humility. Chapter 4. Embracing continuous improvement. Cultivating a thankful mindset, as we've seen, opens the door to humility. But it's not enough to just open the door. You've got to walk through it. And the path that leads to true humility involves embracing continuous improvement. Why is this so important? Because it keeps you grounded. It reminds you that no matter how far you've come, there's always more to learn, more to do, and more to achieve. It's a constant reminder that you've not reached the finish line yet, and that's a good thing. Think about it. Isn't it exciting to know that there's always a new challenge, a new mountain to climb, a new skill to master? It keeps life interesting, doesn't it? And more importantly, it keeps you humble. But how do you embrace continuous improvement? You start by acknowledging that you don't know it all. You adopt a learner's mindset. You become curious. You ask questions. You seek feedback. You experiment. You fail. You learn. You grow. You repeat the process. And as you do this, you'll find that your humility increases. You become more open, more receptive, more understanding. Your humility increases. You become more open, more receptive, more understanding. You become less judgmental, less defensive, less egotistical. You become a better version of yourself. Chapter 5. Balancing confidence and modesty. Walking the tightrope between confidence and modesty, you'll discover, is a key aspect of staying humble. Confidence is your armor. It shields you from self-doubt, while modesty is the veil that keeps your confidence from mutating into arrogance. You must learn to strike a balance between these two, to guarantee that you're not perceived as boastful or conceited. Understanding your worth gives you the confidence to face challenges head-on. It's the engine that drives you to aim for greater heights. However, unchecked confidence can easily tip over into arrogance, causing you to underestimate others while overestimating yourself. This is where modesty comes in. It's the brake that prevents your confidence from spiraling out of control. Modesty, on the other hand, isn't about downplaying your accomplishments or talents. It's about recognizing that while you've achieved plenty, there's always room for improvement. It's the quiet acknowledgement that your success didn't happen in isolation, that you rode on the shoulders of giants, and that fate lent you a helpful hand. When you balance confidence and modesty, you create an aura of approachability around yourself. You become someone people respect, not because of your achievements, but because of the way you handle them. You project an image of a winner who doesn't need to shout about their victories from the rooftops because they know they've already won. In doing so, you demonstrate the true essence of staying humble, acting like you've already won. Chapter 6. Recognizing your accomplishments. In the journey towards humility, recognizing your accomplishments is a significant milestone. You've worked hard, you've endeavored, and you've achieved, and it's vital to identify and acknowledge these triumphs. You're not bragging, you're not boasting, you're merely owning your worth. You're giving your self-esteem the boost it deserves. You're merely owning your worth. You're giving your self-esteem the boost it deserves. Now, you might be thinking, but isn't humility about downplaying my achievements? Not exactly. Humility isn't about self-diminishing. It's about self-understanding. It's about knowing that you're good at something, but also knowing that there's always more room to grow, to learn, to improve. Recognizing your accomplishments doesn't undermine your humility. It strengthens it. So how do you do it? Start by reflecting on your past achievements. Think about the challenges you've overcome, the goals you've reached, the progress you've made. Don't shy away from your victories, whether they're big or small. Every step forward, every milestone reached, every obstacle overcome is a tribute to your strength, resilience, and determination. Recognize these accomplishments, but don't let them define you. Remember, you're more than the sum of your achievements. Your worth isn't measured by the number of medals on your wall or the titles next to your name. It's measured by your character, your values, your heart. Recognizing your accomplishments isn't just about patting yourself on the back. It's about understanding your potential, appreciating your journey, and fostering a mindset of growth and humility. You've got this. Now it's time to own it. Journey and fostering a mindset of growth and humility. You've got this. Now, it's time to own it. Chapter 7. Celebrating wins with restraint. While achieving your dreams and goals is an exhilarating experience, celebrating those wins with restraint is a pivotal part of the humility journey. The joy of success is intoxicating, but it's essential to remember that unchecked exuberance can lead to arrogance. Now you might be thinking, wait, isn't it good to celebrate my accomplishments? Absolutely. But it's how you celebrate that makes all the difference. You've got to learn to do it with grace and humility. Here's the thing. Your victories, big or small, are milestones, not finish lines. They're stepping stones on your path to greater things. So instead of letting these wins inflate your ego, let them empower and motivate you to pursue more. It's like this. Imagine you're a mountain climber. Every time you reach a new peak, you don't just stop and bask in your glory. No, you take a moment, appreciate the view, catch your breath, and then look up to the next peak. That's the attitude you need to adopt. In essence, celebrate with restraint. Share your achievements with those who've helped you along the way. Thank them, express gratitude, and recognize that you didn't do it alone. Show appreciation, not arrogance. Finally, remember that humility doesn't mean downplaying your achievements. It's about acknowledging them without letting them define you. It's about keeping your feet on the ground, even when you're on top of the world. Chapter 8. Avoiding arrogance and complacency. As you endeavor to keep your feet on the ground and your ego in check, it's just as important to avoid getting caught up in arrogance and complacency. It's just as important to avoid getting caught up in arrogance and complacency. It's easy to let success inflate your self-importance. But remember, humility is your secret weapon. When you perceive yourself as already having won, it's not about gloating or resting on your laurels. It's about maintaining a respectful, gracious attitude that continues to propel you forward. Arrogance can be a dangerous pitfall. It blinds you to the realities of your situation, making you overconfident and less likely to prepare or plan effectively. It can alienate those around you, creating a divide that hampers your ability to connect and collaborate. Instead, embrace an attitude of gratitude for your achievements and the people who've helped you along the way. Complacency, on the other hand, can lull you into a false sense of security. It makes you believe you've done enough, stalling your progress. Fight this by continually setting new goals, pushing your boundaries, and pursuing more. In essence, acting like you've already won isn't about basking in self-congratulation. It's about knowing that you have the power, the drive, and the ability to achieve even more. It's a mindset of continual growth, not a finish line to cross. Chapter 9. Seeking constructive feedback. Embrace the power of constructive feedback. It's not always easy to accept criticism, but it's a necessary step in your journey towards humility and success. When you invite others to share their thoughts and perspectives, you open yourself up to growth and learning. It's about acting like you've already won because winners know that there's always room for improvement. When you seek feedback, you're saying, "I value your opinion. I respect your expertise. Help me be better." It's a powerful declaration of humility, an acknowledgement that you don't have all the answers, and that's okay. This isn't about diminishing your accomplishments or doubting your abilities. It's about recognizing that every person you encounter has something valuable to teach you. Don't just seek feedback, though. Listen to it. Really listen. Hear the words, understand the message, and then use that knowledge to improve. This isn't about changing who you are. It's about refining your skills, enhancing your performance, and becoming the best version of yourself. Feedback can be a gift if you let it. It can be a tool for growth, a catalyst for change, a stepping stone to greatness. So, invite it, welcome it, embrace it. And remember, the people who dare to give you feedback are the ones who care about you the most. They're the ones who believe in your potential, who see your worth, who want you to succeed. They're not trying to tear you down. They're trying to build you up because they know, just like you do, that you've already won. Chapter 10. Prioritizing growth over ego. Taking to heart the feedback you've received. Let's now focus on another key aspect of humility: prioritizing growth over ego. It's vital to understand that true humility isn't about downplaying your achievements or being self-deprecating. Instead, it's about recognizing your own strengths and weaknesses and constantly aiming to improve and grow. When you prioritize growth over ego, you're not just saying, "I'm the best," and resting on your laurels. Instead, you're acknowledging that there's always more to learn, more to achieve, and more ways to grow. You're saying, "I've accomplished great things, but I can do even more." This is the true mark of a humble person. Allowing your ego to take the driver's seat can lead to complacency. It can blind you to opportunities for growth or learning. It's easy to believe you've reached the pinnacle, but remember, even the most successful people never stop learning, never stop growing. So, how do you cultivate this attitude? Start by embracing the concept of lifelong learning. Seek out opportunities for personal and professional development. Take criticism gracefully and use it as a stepping stone towards improvement. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. They're your best teachers. Be open to new ideas and experiences. In the grand scheme of things, it's not about who's the best. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. When you prioritize growth over ego, you're not just winning, you're constantly evolving. And that's a victory in itself. Chapter 11. Empowering others' success. While you're diligently working on your own growth, don't forget that a truly humble individual also takes the time to empower others' success. It's not just about you making it to the top, it's about bringing others along for the journey. Recognize that everyone has unique talents and strengths. Rather than feeling threatened by these, embrace them. Encourage others to shine and celebrate their achievements as if they were your own. When you lift others, you're not lowering your own position. On the contrary, you're elevating your level of humanity. Share your knowledge freely. Don't hoard information or skills. Remember, your value isn't diminished by helping others grow. In fact, teaching can reinforce your own understanding and expose you to new perspectives. Practice empathy. Understand the struggles and challenges others face. Be a source of support and encouragement. Your kindness can be a beacon of hope in someone's difficult journey. Finally, cultivate a spirit of gratitude. Be thankful for the opportunity to contribute to others' growth. Each act of kindness, each shared piece of knowledge, is a ripple in the pond of humanity. You see, true humility isn't just about downplaying your success. It's about using your success to empower others. It's about recognizing that your win is even greater when it's shared. So stay humble. Act like you've already won, because when you empower others, you have. Chapter 12. Staying focused on the journey. In this journey of life, it's all too easy to get sidetracked by the glittering promise of success. You may start to measure your worth by your accomplishments, forgetting that your true value lies in who you are, not what you achieve. However, the key to staying humble is to focus on your journey, not just the destination. Remember that success is a journey, not a destination. It's about who you become along the way. You've got to keep your eyes on the road, not just the prize. This isn't about ignoring your goals or ambitions. Rather, it's about appreciating the process of getting there. Each step you take, every challenge you overcome, shapes you into the person you're meant to become. It's in these moments that true growth occurs. You learn more about yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, your passions. You discover what truly matters to you and what you're willing to sacrifice to achieve your dreams. Don't let the allure of success blind you to the beauty of the journey. It's easy to get caught up in the race, to compare yourself to others, to feel like you're falling behind. But remember, this is your journey, not anyone else's. You're running your own race at your own pace. So keep going, keep growing, and above all, stay focused on your journey. Because in the end, it's not about the destination, but the journey that truly matters. Stay humble, act like you've already won, and the rest will come naturally. Chapter 13. Adapting to changing circumstances. Life's unpredictable nature often throws curveballs, altering the path we've painstakingly charted for ourselves. When this happens, you've got two choices. You can either resist change, clinging to your old ways, or you can adapt, evolve, and grow stronger. The choice, my friend, is yours to make. Adapting to change isn't about forgetting your past. It's about using it as a stepping stone towards your future. So don't be afraid to let go of what doesn't serve you anymore. It's okay to change your plans, your perspectives, even your goals. You're not betraying your past self, you're creating a better future for yourself. Remember, it's not about discarding your original plans or dreams, but refining them. You're like a diamond in the rough, constantly being shaped and polished by life's experiences. Every change, every new circumstance, is an opportunity for you to shine brighter. Adapting to changing circumstances doesn't mean you've lost your way. It means you're brave enough to forge a new path. It's about being flexible enough to bend with the wind, yet strong enough to stand your ground when needed. It's about staying humble, even when you're at the top, because the very essence of humility is the understanding that we're all works in progress. Chapter 14. Embracing setbacks as opportunities. Setbacks are your secret weapons, not your enemies. They're opportunities in disguise, waiting to propel you towards your true potential. So instead of fearing them, embrace them. You've got to realize that life isn't about winning every race. It's about sticking the course and learning from each stumble. When you face a setback, don't throw in the towel. Remember, every champion has been a contender who refused to give up. Look at it as a chance to grow, to better yourself, to come back stronger. You've already won if you're still in the game, if you're still fighting. if you're still learning. Your courage in the face of adversity is what defines you. Still learning. Your courage in the face of adversity is what defines you. It's not about the number of times you fall, but the times you rise. You're not defined by your mistakes, but by how you respond to them. So when life pushes you down, push back harder. That's how winning is done. Use your setbacks as stepping stones, not stumbling blocks. Let them be lessons that guide you, not events that define you. They're not meant to stop you, but to steer you. So stay humble, stay brave, stay focused. Remember, it's not the storm that makes the sailor, but the fight within. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. And remember, the only real failure in life is the failure to try again. So, embrace your setbacks, learn from them, and keep moving forward. After all, you've already won. You just need to believe it. Chapter 15. Fostering a collaborative spirit. Teamwork makes the dream work. That's a saying we've all heard before, but it's so much more than just words. It's a mindset, a way of life, a philosophy that you need to embed in your daily routine. To foster a collaborative spirit, you need to act like you've already won, but remember that victory is a shared endeavor, not a solo pursuit. You see, collaboration isn't just about working together. It's about valuing each other's strengths, acknowledging our weaknesses, and leveraging our collective potential. It's about setting aside your ego and fostering an environment where every voice is heard, every idea is valued, and every contribution matters. Start by being open. Be willing to listen, to learn, and to contribute. Encourage others to do the same. Let your actions speak louder than your words. Show respect, embrace diversity, and promote inclusivity. Remember, a single arrow can be broken, but a bundle of arrows is strong and unyielding. But how do you keep your humility intact amidst this collaborative spirit? By remembering that it's not about who's right, but what's right. By understanding that the success of the team is your success too. By acknowledging that you don't know everything, and that's okay, because the beauty of collaboration lies in learning from each other, in growing together, in achieving more than what we could have done alone. Chapter 16. Practicing gratitude daily. In the same spirit of humility and collaboration, another powerful tool to keep you grounded is practicing gratitude daily. Yes, you heard it right. It's not just about saying thank you when someone holds the door open for you. It's about acknowledging the good around you and the good within you every single day. Let's plunge into how you can do this. Firstly, take a moment to pause. In the rush of daily life, it's easy to overlook the good things. Start by acknowledging one positive thing that happened today, no matter how small. It can be a kind word from a colleague, a successful project, or even a good cup of coffee. Recognize it, appreciate it, and let the feeling of gratitude wash over you. Next, make it a habit. Just as you wouldn't go a day without brushing your teeth, don't let a day pass without practicing gratitude. It only takes a few minutes of your time, but the impact is profound. You'll find that as you focus on the positive, you'll attract more of it into your life. Lastly, spread the joy. Share your gratitude with others. Not only will this make their day brighter, but it will amplify your own sense of gratitude. You'll find that humility and gratitude are intertwined, each reinforcing the other. Traversing through life's stormy seas often tests your humility in ways you mightn't anticipate. As you brave life's challenges, it's vital to maintain a humble heart. It's a balancing act, one that requires strength of character and a deep-seated respect for the people around you, even when things aren't going your way. Adversity is a great teacher, and it's in these times that humility becomes most essential. You might get knocked down, stumble, or lose your way. You may encounter failures, setbacks, and disappointments. But remember, it's not the fall that defines you, but how you rise. It's easy to become bitter, to let pride creep in, to let anger or envy color your world. Don't let it. Stay humble. Realize that everyone experiences adversity. You're not alone in this journey. Instead of focusing on how hard things are, focus on the strength you're gaining. Remember that even in adversity, you're growing, you're learning, and you're becoming a better version of yourself. Hold on to the belief that you're a winner, not because you've never lost, but because you refuse to be defeated. Don't brag about your victories, let them speak for themselves. Be kind, be gracious, and never let success go to your head. It's not about being superior to others, it's about being superior to your former self. Staying humble in adversity is a challenge, but it's also a sign of true strength. After all, real power lies not in overbearing pride, but in humble resilience. So stay humble. Carry yourself with dignity, even when the chips are down. Act like you've already won, because in many ways, you have. Chapter 18. Inspiring Others with Humility. Chapter 18. Inspiring Others with Humility. Imagine yourself as a beacon of humility, inspiring those around you to embrace this powerful virtue. You've made it. You've achieved your goals and stand at the pinnacle of success. Yet you remain grounded, modest, and compassionate, a living proof to the power of humility. Your journey wasn't easy, but you've learned that true success isn't about flaunting your achievements, but about using them to uplift others. You've adopted humility as your guiding principle, and now it's time for you to ignite that spark in others. Start by leading by example. Show others that you don't need to be arrogant to be successful. Use your success to help others, not to overshadow them. Show them that you've remained true to yourself and your values despite your accomplishments. Share your struggles, your setbacks, and your victories. Show them that success didn't come easy to you, that you've worked hard, persevered, and remained humble through it all. This will make you relatable, and your humility will inspire them. Listen to others, value their opinions, and acknowledge their achievements. This will show them that you respect them and their contributions, instilling in them a sense of self-worth that inspires them to pursue success. Humility isn't about diminishing your accomplishments. It's about recognizing that your success doesn't make you superior to others. It's about understanding that everyone has something to offer and that we can all learn from each other. Inspire others with your humility and watch as they too learn to stay humble, act like they've already won, and inspire others in turn. Chapter 19. Navigating the Challenges of Success. As you inspire others with your humility, you'll inevitably face the trials that come with success. Success isn't an easy road. It's filled with tough decisions, pressure, and constant criticism. But remember, it's precisely these challenges that shape you into a better leader. Don't let success get to your head. It's easy to become complacent or arrogant when you're at the top. You might start to think you're invincible, that you know it all. But that's a dangerous path. Instead, keep learning, keep growing. Stay open to feedback, even when it's tough to hear. Use it as a tool to refine your skills and enhance your wisdom. And when failure comes knocking, don't let it shatter your confidence. Failure is a part of success, an opportunity to learn and grow. Embrace it, learn from it, and move forward with greater determination. Most importantly, always remember where you came from. Success can make you forget your roots, but it's these roots that keep you grounded. Remember the hard work, the sacrifices, the late nights and early mornings that brought you where you're today. Keep those memories alive and let them fuel your humility. Navigating the challenges of success isn't easy, but it's worth it. Keep your eyes on the prize, but never forget the journey. Stay humble, stay grounded, and act like you've already won, because in the grand scheme of things, you have. Chapter 20. Maintaining a servant leadership mindset. Why not consider the concept of servant leadership as your next step in personal growth? This mindset can't only transform your leadership style, but also reinforce your commitment to stay humble. You see, servant leadership is all about putting others' needs before your own, focusing on their growth, well-being, and success. You might wonder, how can I adopt this mindset? Let's walk you through it. Start by listening. Hear the ideas, concerns, and aspirations of those around you. Value their input and make them feel heard. This simple act can create a trustful environment and inspire others to mirror your humility. Next, empathize. Understand the struggles and challenges of your team. Show them you're not just a leader, but a fellow teammate who's willing to roll up their sleeves and get in the trenches with them. Moreover, cultivate a healing environment. A servant leader aims to make their surroundings a safe, positive space where everyone feels comfortable expressing themselves. When your team knows you care about their well-being, they'll respect and trust you more. Lastly, practice stewardship. Be responsible for your actions and decisions, and lead by example. It's not about being the most influential or powerful, but about serving others and fostering a culture of humility. Chapter 21. Balancing Ambition and Humility. Walking the tightrope between ambition and humility can be a formidable task. You aspire to reach for the stars, but you also recognize the importance of staying grounded. However, the two aren't mutually exclusive. You can be ambitious and humble at the same time. Let's explore how. Firstly, understand that ambition is about pursuing success, but humility is about acknowledging the journey. It's okay to dream big, to have grand goals. But don't let your dreams blind you to the reality of the hard work and dedication required to achieve them. Never lose sight of the steps you've taken, the obstacles you've overcome, and the people who've helped you along the way. Secondly, you must master the art of self-awareness. Be true to yourself. Recognize your strengths, but also be aware of your weaknesses. Don't shy away from them. Instead, embrace them as areas for growth. This isn't about downplaying your accomplishments, but about understanding that you're a work in progress. Finally, practice gratitude. It's easy to get caught up in chasing your dreams and forget to appreciate what you already have. Take time to thank those who've supported you and to recognize the progress you've made. This won't only keep you grounded, but also fuel your ambition with a sense of purpose. Embrace the idea that you're never done learning. In a world that's constantly changing, you've got to be able to adapt and evolve. And guess what? That means continually expanding your knowledge and skills. It's not enough to rest on your laurels. You've got to stay curious, stay hungry for knowledge. Imagine you're a sponge, ready to soak up the wisdom that surrounds you. You're not just a passive observer, you're an active participant in your own growth. Read books, attend workshops, take online courses, whatever it takes to keep your mind sharp and your skills relevant. Don't be afraid to venture outside your comfort zone. After all, that's where real learning happens. And remember, it's not just about professional development. Cultivating a lifelong learning mentality applies to all aspects of your life. Maybe you've always wanted to learn to paint, or speak a new language, or understand astrophysics. Now's the time to plunge into it. The more you learn, the more you realize how much there's to learn. It's a humbling experience, but also an exhilarating one. Chapter 22. Avoiding the trap of comparison. Don't let comparison steal your joy or define your worth. It's easy to get caught in the competitive mindset, but remember, your value goes far beyond your achievements. Let's shift our focus to embracing our unique journeys, and in doing so, we'll stay humble and authentically ourselves. In the race to success, it's all too easy to get caught in the quicksand of comparison, letting others' achievements dictate your self-worth. It's a trap that can lead to a competitive mindset limitation, a tunnel vision that blinds you from your unique journey and potential. Here's the truth. Success isn't a zero-sum game. There's enough room at the top for everyone. You're not less because someone else is more. Remember, someone else's success doesn't diminish yours. So don't let comparison steal your joy or derail your journey. Instead, focus on improving yourself, on becoming the best you can be. That's where the real competition lies, you versus you, yesterday against today. This doesn't mean that you can't learn from others, but the aim should be growth, not comparison. This mindset shift isn't easy, but it's necessary. It's about valuing your journey, your growth, your victories, no matter how small. It's about realizing that you've already won just by showing up, by trying, by growing. Feeling worth beyond your achievements is a challenge, yet it's a key step towards a more fulfilling life. It's easy to fall into the trap of comparison, measuring your worth by what you've done or haven't done. But remember, you're more than the sum of your accomplishments. Don't let the world dictate your value. You're not a trophy to be displayed, nor a project to be completed. You're a human being, complex, and unique. You've got potential that isn't defined by what you've already achieved. Avoid the pitfall of self-doubt. You don't have to be the best to be worthy. Your journey is your own, and it's not about reaching the finish line first, but about growing and learning along the way. So stop chasing after validation. Instead, cherish your inherent worth. Celebrate your victories, but don't let them define you. Remember, humility isn't about thinking less of yourself. It's about knowing your worth and still choosing to put others first. In the end, staying humble is about recognizing your worth, not despite your achievements, but regardless of them. Believe in yourself and act like you've already won, because you have. Chapter 23. Embracing vulnerability and authenticity. You're not just a spectator in life, you're a participant. You're not just a spectator in life, you're a participant. Don't shy away from expressing your genuine self. It's the truest form of strength. Embracing vulnerability and expressing your authentic self might seem intimidating, but it's the cornerstone of humility. It's about having the courage to show up, to be seen, to be genuine. You're not trying to impress or outdo anyone, and you're certainly not pretending to be perfect. You're just being you. And guess what? That's enough. You're enough. Authenticity isn't about getting applause or approval. It's about being real, being genuine, being you. It's about letting go of the need to be liked and accepting that not everyone will understand or appreciate your true self. And that's okay. You see, when you're authentic, you're not trying to fit into someone else's mold. You're creating your own. You're not living someone else's life. You're living your own. And in doing so, you're not only honoring yourself, but you're also setting an example for others. You're showing them that it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to be real. And it's okay to be you. Vulnerable, it's okay to be real, and it's okay to be you. In the face of adversity, laying bare your heart and soul may seem like an act of surrender, but it's far from it. Embracing vulnerability isn't a sign of weakness, but a badge of honor to your strength. It's about understanding that it's okay not to have all the answers. It's okay to feel, and it's okay to seek help. It's about being real, being you. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you're not only embracing your authentic self, but you're also giving others permission to do the same. You're valuing authenticity over image and trust over pretense. You're daring to defy societal norms that equate vulnerability with weakness. Ask in the light of humility, for it's a catalyst for growth in numerous ways. When you learn to be humble, you're not only opening up to others, but you're also opening up to yourself. It's about accepting your flaws, your strengths, your successes, and your failures. It's about understanding that there's always room for improvement, and that's okay. Embrace vulnerability. It's not a sign of weakness, but of strength. When you're vulnerable, you're honest and authentic. You're not trying to put on a show or pretend to be something you're not. You're just you, and that's enough. Authenticity breeds connection. When you're genuine, people can sense it. They're drawn to your honesty, your transparency. They're more likely to trust you, to respect you, to appreciate you for who you are. Chapter 24. Leaving a lasting legacy. Imagine your name etched in the sands of time, a beacon of inspiration for generations to come. That's the power of a lasting legacy. But it doesn't just happen by chance. You have to be intentional about it. So how do you go about crafting a legacy that stands the test of time? First, remember that your legacy isn't about you. It's about the impact you have on others. It's not about the accolades or the wealth you amass, but about the lives you touch, the hearts you inspire, and the difference you make. So get out there and make a difference in the world around you. Be the catalyst for change. Stir up a positive wave and let it ripple out. Next, keep learning and growing to become the best version of yourself. Don't rest on your laurels. Aim for more. The more you grow, the more you have to give. Remember, the legacy you leave is the sum total of the wisdom you've acquired and shared, the love you've given, and the positive influence you've had. Finally, stay humble. Even as you rise, remember where you started. Keep your feet firmly planted on the ground. It's your humility that will earn you respect and admiration. And it's this respect and admiration that will solidify your legacy. Remember the story of the tortoise and the hare. The hare's overconfidence caused his downfall. Don't be the hare. You are the tortoise, steady and humble, already crossing the finish line. Cultivate gratitude, balance confidence with modesty, and embrace continuous improvement. You've won the race, not by rushing, but by steady progress and humility. Keep it up. Let your humility be your legacy, inspiring others to aim not for the fleeting glory, but for the lasting impact of true success. Thanks for listening to or reading this from Tamuda for USA.